All right. So we are back with round five. So this is the start of week three of the International Tally Score League. In our first game, we got Alex versus Kevin. We have Dirt versus Mitch. We have Jaren versus KH. And we have me versus Gannon. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. In the first match, Kevin versus Alex, we got a Blackwing mirror match. So it looks like Alex is going first. So we got Icarus, Legacy, Dust, Lur, Gale, and Bora. So if I am going first here, in this case, this is a tough one. I'm probably alluring first, and then seeing what we can do from here. Yeah. All right. Banishing that. Hmm. We could banish one of the Boras or the Vayu. Let's see. So we banish the Vayu, summon Dust, or set Dust, set Legacy, summon Bora. I think another alternative option could have been banishing the Bora, setting the Vayu, set Icarus, set Yada, potentially. Could potentially, if they set back with the T set, that's kind of blowout, especially since we don't have a Kalute in here or any way to kind of protect this at all. If he just summons any 18 dude, that's kind of, And that's kind of what happens. We'll lead off with Heavy. Heavy is a +1 or a 1-for-1. We'll get into a Kalute though. But however, we have the perfect answer to kind of negate the Kalute. So we pump, we set 2 and pass. All right. Yeah, I think that's kind of the exact play. Nothing really too special, but definitely the right play. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and use Blizzard now. Um, I don't know about this with the 2 back row. I'm probably saving that Blizzard. That's just power card. Could maybe just go Gale, uh, have and then attack. We go for Goyo. That's getting hit with the bottomless, and then we have to pass. Right? If we go Gale, half, and let's say he has a deep prison, then at least you still got the Blizzard for follow up, um, and especially since we didn't have uh, that Icarus set beforehand, having the Blizzard, uh, playing that already, it was kind of, I feel like, a little early. So yeah, go ahead, summon this. Torrential doesn't matter, Mirror Force doesn't matter because we have the value pieces. All right, so we're in there. Draw an extra one. See if we get into some sort of defense, and we do. We do get some defense with Kalute. And that's part of the reason why Yada's so good in Black Wings, because you can draw into that 3 of hand trap. All right, so we're gonna go make sure we have, and then I'm doing this to play around a potential Kalute. That's fair. Then we drew another Icarus. So, All right. Yeah, getting the Whirlwind. Unfortunate. We're not gonna. Surely with just a Kalute in hand, we're not gonna win Icarus. That. Yeah. I think there's definitely a way that I think with this Blizzard, potentially still being in our hand, we could have done something else. Yeah. And then now we're gonna have to. All right, we'll have to Icarus attack now. hit those two. Hmm. I think we attack over. We pass. Okay, so I'm definitely summoning the Kalute, attacking, because if he summons, let's say, Blizzard next turn, you can at least Icarus attack, and maybe, uh, like let's say we had the Blizzard or the Kalute down for Alex. Uh, we could Icarus attack here, hit Whirlwind, hit Bora, and then, maybe he sets a card. We have a Heavy Storm. Uh, yeah, that's at least where I'm thinking. Or we didn't even have to swing over the value. We could have just summoned it and chilled. Uh, but now, yeah. Sorry, Kevin. I wasn't really thinking about too much of your plays. I feel like I kept just talking about Alex's. Okay, so we got Whirlwind, summon the Kalute, grab the Blizzard. Yeah. Set Dust. Fair. Uh, Bottomless. Pass. Not wanting to get blown up by Icarus. That's fair. I might have allured here. We get hit for 14. Now we allure. Gonna get rid of that Kalute. We set more. I'm gonna take another 14 to the face. Yeah. Dust the new one. Don't save the dust. So we're not saving the dust for the Black Whirlwind because we have the Bottomless Torrential, I guess. And we have the Icarus. Ooh, okay, so we're setting that Icarus now so that we can Sirocco now if anything goes wrong. Uh, and this should be, him dusting and then setting. I'm probably being like, yeah, that's definitely an Icarus that we were trying to protect. Uh, if this might no, yeah, that my body maybe would have saved us. Yeah, it could have stopped that. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I think especially since you have the double blizzard, probably letting that attack go through with that dust. I'm totally reading that as it's easy for me to say, but I'm totally reading that as a set Icarus that he uh, goes into dust, um, that he sets from dust. So now we have bottomless and torrential that we have to play with. Wait for him to not have a Blackwing on board in case that last set is an Icarus. And then I'm guessing on a bottomless here. Uh, we could have my bodied there because bottomless destroys if we wanted to. I don't know what else we're waiting on. I mean, ooh, damn, draw on two. Okay, dead blizzard. Set deep prison. Yeah, now this against the torrential is going to be okay. Still not my bodying. Oh, we have the because it sets up our dad. Okay. Um. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like you could have my bodied the torrential, gone into a synchro, summon, and then you would have had just double the pressure. Oh, you could have. I know you probably don't play. You go into the 22 or the catastor, put him under brain range. See, as I feel like I've seen this happen so much against Kevin in particular, but like making sure we're trying to put him under or trying to put our opponent ever if we know that like they have a chance to crack back and if brain control is could be that crackback, we need to make sure we put him underneath brain range Because yeah, we could have uh, my bodied these synced off. We still would have had three darks. Because like I feel like we're just when are we ever playing this card? I feel like there were like a bunch of opportunities for us to. Now we just do we lose to? Well, we only have one dark. Okay, so it's not going to be the best. Do we just pop itself? We pop a back row. We attack. And we just give it back. Oh, we tribute. Tribute. Yeah. Duh. Uh, yeah, man. Set one pass. Dust that. And then that's game. Uh, yeah. I feel like what I was saying with the catastrophe play would have been a lot better. Use that my body because it didn't do anything. Um, all right. So Kevin on the play, set dust, set yada, pass, man. See if he has any way to take out your whirlwind. He will, but we could set value too. I think setting value is not a bad idea. Um, because if he has a sure, we can take the sure out of his hand. Uh, so he dust, taking the sure out of his hand. Yep. And now we just try to. He knows all our cards. So we just try to see if we can, beat him down. It's gonna be rough, but. And then this is like can't ask for much better. So we dust, but we'll still get the uh, get the attack over. So all good. Yeah, and with the heavy in hand, I don't know about setting both of these, especially since when now he knows that this is a solemn. Let's say that like you don't set these for a couple turns. That's a lot of times what I do when I get dust shooted. I'm making sure like not setting all my spells and traps, just so he doesn't like. Now he knows 100% what this is. Kind of play around that to an extent. Um, this gets bottomless. Think about judgmenting. Yeah, man. Guess you just have to. See, if we would have kept the judgment hand, we could have heavied. I don't know if heavy's gonna get much better. Maybe. Okay, so we get rid of the value. Duh. Going to here, have it, swing over with Shura. Let's see, does he side the second value out? Or he just might, yeah, so he can go into a level 6. Main phase 2. Um, Probably going into Blackwing Synchro. Yeah. Set Ick. Not Set Ick. Because he knows he has the Heavy Storm. That's fair. Okay, so Sirocco pumps, swings over. Sirocco's so swingy. Yeah, and just win from there. Um, there was a couple plays, couple lines from Kevin that I don't know if I would have done, but I think he probably just has a little bit more Blackwing experience. And definitely some different things I would have done from Alex's. Using that my body, even though we did end up winning that particular game, I think it's just still right to do that other stuff. All right. We'll go ahead and head on over to Dirt versus Mitch. Dirt versus Mulch. All right, so we got a Vayu versus, I'm guessing, Cat matchup. Cat goes first. Cat has no offense, just all defense plus the mind and brain, which could come up. I think we need one or two draws to make this hand pretty good. Uh, so I'm so we're just setting deep prison pass. All right. We probably know Mitch isn't on Blackwing, so we don't need to worry about setting the dust. Summon Vayu. Start swinging, yeah. We spin the deep prison on the Vayu. I guess. I guess. Yeah, if we have no monsters to run over, but if we draw a monster, it feels really silly. Uh, we set a heavy. I'm summoning the Sangin and swinging, man. Heavied. All right, Greffer. Pitch. Yeah. We have the Vayu. Yeah, I'm doing this in case this is a hamster or a spy. If we are keen on what Dirt's playing, so he gets the cat, and this looks like a pretty insane hand. Got a Mirror Force for some protection, but I don't think that'll really matter. All right, no negate, feels bad. Uh, all right, so there's a bunch of stuff we can do. Um, I think. Hmm, what is the one thing that plays around? We want to keep a monster on board. That's what we really need. We have an impression and books, so we can kind of bully the value play from here if we keep a monster. So get the Greffer. Uh, Brain control the other one. Holy shit. Let's see. This loses to this loses to the Mirror Force that's set if we go that route. Um, let's see. We could summon the Ancient Fairy in defense. We lose to Mirror Force here, right? Yeah. Uh, yeah, man, that's not great. I feel like we could have done a lot better. We could have gone Greffer, kept the Ancient Fairy in defense. We No, because we can't make. I was thinking we can make Gothams, but we couldn't make Gothams because that needs an Earth. Hmm. Maybe that's not the worst. I guess he wasn't in a good position, but he kind of is now back to a similar game. All right. So we set Morphing Jar. So we're doing the jar. Okay, so I don't even think jar's that bad. I just feel like it's been played not the most optimally. We're doing this just to go even with our opponent, and go from a position where I feel like we get one value in grave and we're rolling. But we don't even need to get one value in grave. We have the burial. I don't know, man. I guess he's trying to kill this turn. That's fair. Because definitely might be able to. Okay, we don't go for a kill. Book. Luckily, we drew the dust shoot. Alright, so we. So Avarice isn't live, so we just hit the air bellum. Yeah. Um, yeah, let me just win this game. Um, Mitch will never sell me on the jar. Alright, so we set a hamster. Yeah, we got a Avarice in hand. It's also the only card we can set. Don't set the Book of Moon. Yeah, fair and balanced. Um, okay, so we get fucked. Get that Raiko. I mean, don't set anything. Yeah. So this is good. This is very good. Raiko, flip that bitch. Pop that shit. Uh, so I think we. I guess he just wants to double hand rep because it was like we could like Avarice see what we can do, but I guess we can Avarice the main phase too. That's fine. Oh, this is the same amount of hand rep, but now we get to Avarice now, so that's fair. And actually, this is better than hand rep, like against value. All right. Um, and then we go ahead, Avarice back the cat. Hmm. Yeah, this is a really, really solid play. And I'm pretty sure Dirt doesn't play Summoner Monk. Um, at least that's what I haven't seen him ever play it, so I'm guessing he's not a fan of it. Yeah, this is looking grim for the value player. He can summon out a value card or a value synchro. Mm. We could also alternatively Black Rose, I guess. Uh, Brain control. Let's see, we're going for a 5. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of had to do something along these lines. I guess we could have just Armonited, uh, and then your synchro crashes over the Urbellum. And then you have bottomless mirror force. That's not a bad spot either, man. Then you save the brain control as well. Uh, yeah, that might have been a better play. Uh, his turn. He has that. He has double Kaya, so kind of, yeah, you're kind of losing anyway. But you kind of feel like you probably were, regardless. I don't know what he was trying to do with the plague. If he was trying to go for a 7 with the android. Um, but yeah, I feel like the play that I said was probably a good bit better. Yeah, Mitch wasn't winning that regardless, but all right, let's see. So we got a not great value hand or save from the Raiko, or saved with the Raiko, versus not the best cat hand either. Um, Set neck Regardna. Set torrential tribute. Just in case if he goes cat, he has like a mind control. Bitch is gonna get fucked. Um, yeah, I think we Caius that. All right. Yeah. Cause like now if like this is a Raiko, pops that Caius is. Yeah, I'm pressing this kind of advantage, this tempo that we have. I'm summoning the Caius. Uh, Raiko is gonna turn on his avarice more so. He's gonna take 11. We still have a torrential, which like okay. So now we Caius. All right, hit over. Books set Raiko. Raiko hit Caius. Get 3 more mills. Get that avarice live. Not yet, unfortunately. Okay, we hit the rescue cat. But we're gonna kind of wait till it dies, or trying to bait some sort of back row out, I guess. Saving that cat, saving that pretty pussy. This game's turned out to be a little bit better than the last one. Set out our hamster. Okay, we send this Roko. Okay, yeah, this is a decent usage of that torrential. Uh, yeah, like I think I guess the only punish would have been if that was a Sangan. That'd be not great, but with the burial in hand, we have you know some pretty strong plays that we could be doing. So he balances that. Go ahead, burial stuff back. So it looks like Mitch sided in the crow. So the crow will come in clutch against the Avarice. But I've been debating whether I should bring in Crow against the Avarice deck. If like literally it's just Avarice that you're gonna be kind of playing, and that really is all that cat is doing with the graveyard. Um, I don't know if they play Call. I don't think they play anything else except the Avarices. Um, so I feel like it's in this specific scenario, it is turning out to be very good. Um, but I don't know. It's definitely something that I need to either test more or like run math on or whatever. But I feel like there's definitely an argument to be made to not bring in the crow against the cat deck. Yep. So yeah, that's very good, man. That is very good. So we have Dust, Mirror Force. The Fossil Dynamite definitely is also very suspicious. Not bringing dining it like everything in his deck uh, hits over the Dyna. Plus, like he's just so back row heavy that like the Fossil Dynamite is not like it's not sticking around. It's not really probably going to do too much to in terms of like pressuring. All right, so we swing. Still not cat because wait, do we even? Okay, we can make a level 5 with cat if we wanted to. And now we're just gonna get. Okay, so we torrential this, so we're not gonna get Caius. Now the Fossil Dyna does turn out to be pretty strong. Um, I think the oppression's not bad to bring in. Um, Even though like it's still might not be because I know Dirt at least likes to bring in a lot of um, the stun cards. Probably has some number of Doom Cow in here in the sideboard. But now, again, the Fossil Line is going to come up clutch against this. Kind of similarly to how the DD Crow turned out to be good. I don't know if it is like optimal, but it's working here. So and then we go ahead mill. That'll be game. Um, so some things I so I'm guessing this is in part for DDV. Because yeah, the deck does kind of suffer from DDV. So that's fair. Um, so yeah, I think the Fossilidon, I think the Fossilidon is definitely iffy. And I think the Crow is potentially iffy as well. Uh, but besides that, I definitely need to learn the cat deck a little bit more. I think it's kind of like a I think it has been picking up in popularity in the last couple of months, so that might translate to increased popularity in Austin as well. So we'll see. All right, next match we got Jaren versus Keihei. So Keihei wins the rock paper scissors. Uh, so we're playing Soul Exchange in the main. Swap send the Treeborn bounce back. We got the Gores. Uh, this is just a solid normal frog hand. Um, so I don't know what kind of he might be playing hero frogs. I'm not sure. Let's see. We got zombie hand, trag, gale, book, pyramid, and diva. All right. So yeah. Yep. Bounce of the hand. Have the gores in hand with the heavy. This is a nice hand. Okay. So we got Yada. Like if we get okay. So we set Yada. Uh, probably set turtle. Nah, man, because it is unfortunate because like he has the Caiuses. I don't know. It might have been like sometimes when you're playing against frogs, you just feel like you have to always uh, like try to run into their gores because you just want to end the game early. Because the longer that the game goes on against frogs, the worse it is. Frogs are have a amazing late game um, and a good mid game. They can they struggle in the early game for sure, but so we Gale hit over the thing. Kind of all we can do. Set the call. Might have yachted. I don't think he'll ever. So yeah, now he's going to heavy. All right, draw a heavy of our own. That's never going to work. Caius again. So we drop a trag here. Oop. All right, so I think the play here is, let's see, so we don't have anything in graveyard for trag to modulate. I think we just crash the trag and Caius and set the Mizuki main phase 2. I think that's got to be kind of what you're aiming to do. Because right here, now this, or just like keep it in defense and try to wall up, I guess. But now, it can hit over both of these. Um, okay, so we have the Diva. So we're playing Diva Frogs, 4, 5, 6, into Brio, and now we'll just punch for game. Because we're not expecting a Battle Fader. Yep. Alright. So this hand is terrible. Um, it'll take a little bit to fix it, man. You need like a couple cards. And the hero hand or the zombie hand is not bad. We'll be able to Spirit Reaper, maybe Brains, whatever. So not a bad. Yeah, and then it just goes from bad to worse. Uh, I'm definitely summoning the Spirit Reaper. If nothing else, first alluring first, drawing two, get rid of one of these redundant Caiuses, summoning the Spirit Reaper. Um, getting that poke in. Maybe there's something to be said about not summoning the Spirit Reaper, in case he has the gores, and that's fair because we can't deal too well with gores. So maybe this is actually the right play, but definitely alluring first. He doesn't have it, so then main phase two, he doesn't have the gores. I'm setting the Spirit Reaper. I'm also alluring, because these right now, these are two cards that could have been played, and used to kind of press your advantage, but right now, not doing anything for you. So we draw a diva, so we have to make sure this play goes through because uh, nothing else. Okay, so we could have made Catastor, but instead we'll do this. Urquizus. Okay, this is gonna, kind of turn out pretty well because of the Spirit Reaper in hand, but we do have brain control. Um, yeah, I'm probably saving that mind control, and just going into Catastor, swinging over that, and letting it die by its effect, not die by battle. Got a right Geki break. Alright, so we brain control that boy. Swing. Yep. Okay. Okay, so we let the right Geki break. Still not using the allure. Even though we have return, we could allure, banish one of these. We'll be able to return it back. Um, Still breaking on these. And yeah, this card's kind of probably the main reason why this is just not the best way to play frogs. Um, but yeah, so we'll T-Roar, still not using the allure. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. I thought I thought like you had to. I forgot. I was so confused about how Soul Exchange, um, like how we were using that, but we're just using it because it's just like a lingering effect. Okay, so got a dead Murray. Um, yeah, man, we can allure still not being used. Like this card's just melting in our hand, not doing anything. We probably could have used it to win by now. But now we'll have enough pressure. We could have flipped this up. Someone, or man. Okay, so now we can't win again. And like, if at any point in time, um, KH was drawing like any amount of cards, then that's game. So also we just missed lethal, by not attacking with the Goblin Zombie over the Treeborn Frog. Jared, my man. So we'll Crow the Treeborn Frog. Pass. Okay. Yeah. All right. Another not great hand, although it's salvageable. Okay. So one for one. Summon, do the things, then we can moray, salvage and moray it back. Does this have to bring two? Add those targets to your hand. So you just get one? Yeah. Okay. So Murray still die or still, not being alive right now. So we pass on this field. Next turn we'll be able to Vanity's Fiend. Alright. Yeah, kind of all we can do from the zombie perspective. Treeborn. Okay, so we're playing flip-flop. Set that, and then next turn we can, just start poking in. Okay, so we're gonna tribute for Caius. I think that's fair. We hit the dupe. Yeah, we probably hit the dupe, swing over the substitute, and then next turn flip flop if he wants, he can, send back the Caius, but we have a track, so hasn't read dupe frog. I'm sure this is like also the first time Jaren's ever seen frog cards, so I'll give him some leeway. So drawing not drawing into another water because we went through all of them, or went through a lot of them, with the yeah, Unifrog. Unifrog gonna get to do some work. Oh no, we'll shuffle it back. Okay, so we can salvage the Murray. All right, frog stuff. This game looks really inevitable. Uh, some of the Unifrog back out, deprison that. Kind of have to. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Nothing we can do to get that dad live. We might be able to eventually get the dad live. Kai's the last back row. Hmm. I wonder if we should have kept it so that we could turn on a dad. I don't know. I feel like that Caius was a little iffy. Okay, so now we got Trag, summon Android. Summon Caius, banish that. I'm guessing we'll drop Dad. Oop, nope. T-Roar. So Dad is live. So we're playing the Mermaid Archer. Okay. Regeki break now. Now we just go into Vinny's Fiend. We got the Reaper. Hmm. Good brain. The Vinny's Fiend. Swing over. If he wants to mirror force that, okay. Main phase 2 gets sacked for the Gores. I'm trying to think of. Is there any way we could. Yeah. Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah. I feel like I would do this main phase 2 though. Try to get a hand rep. This is gonna get mirror forced. Yeah. At least that way you would have kept your Gores in hand. It would be the same outcome except you keep your Gores in hand. Um, yeah. And that's just the game. Definitely some stuff we could have done uh, in these games. I'm just really unfamiliar with. I know Deeper Frogs isn't that much different, but Uh, yeah, I feel like I was just kind of focused on what the zombie player could do. All right, speaking of zombies, let's go ahead and go to Ganon versus me in the round five finale. All right, so preface this match does it's very swingy, very dust shoot heavy. So I think I'm just going to be setting dust shoots at bottomless, set hamster. Yep, then I'll dust shoot, but the dust shoot won't hit, but it will let me see his hand, and I have that for the rest of the game. Um, and then I have monsters, he doesn't, so I can just kind of, yeah. So I don't flip some of my hamster because I see he has judgment. If he judgments my hamster, I'm not guaranteed to kind of be able to do anything. So I'm gonna set my judgment first. Uh, Summon plague, get some stuff in. Now I'm gonna be flipping the hamster, getting this. Uh, I know he doesn't have torrential, so I'm just playing. I know he doesn't have torrential or mirror force, so I can just kind of play all into this. See, he might bottomless something. Nope. Now he's gonna drop Trag. Yeah, and next turn he'll be able to go up to 18 to be able to run over some of my stuff. Set return. Go into this. He bottomlesses, kind of doing that on purpose so I can, uh, you know, continue to make my return as good as possible. So it's like a one for one, but I also get my banished pile loaded up. So he swings over for 100. Probably setting the tomato, yeah. All right, and then gonna be flipping this Ryko. I'd imagine. I think I'd think about if I want to hit the uh, a back row. So the only thing I think I'd go ahead and hit the monster, but I might hit the back row. Okay, so I said hit the dead return. I can dad judgment his judgment on the dad, and then that's game. I'm just gonna hit everything, blow it up. Yep. So he didn't have any monsters. I don't know if the Dust Shoot would have. I think it probably would have won that game regardless, just card wise. But you know, okay. So he has Dust Shoot. So probably going. Uh, so let's see. Does he set the Reaper? Okay, so he doesn't set in case of knock, I guess. But future, I don't think any value players are siding knock, um, because most of the time you only want to knock like you want to be knocking hamsters and Rykos, and so you're not siding knock in like that. At least I don't think many value players do that. So we set Dust Shoot, set Call. So probably keeping that Pyramid Turtle face down. You feel me? So Dust Shoot hit my Armonite, then my hand is now dead. Might be able to draw out of it. So, but he has the Reaper, and the Reaper kind of makes it a non-game. Because now, instead of just getting punched to death for a while, I just... So yeah, heavy, I don't know. I'm wanting to, like, keep something. Yeah, looking not good. So the hamster might be something, but he does have a Caius, so that, yeah, it doesn't really matter. All right, game three is I think the only game that like has back and forth. Um, okay, so I'll go first. I got hamster deprison, torrential, value Caius return. So a decent hand. Um, he's got dad, heavy Caius, goblin zombie call. So a pretty good hand too. If he would have gone first, this could have been, could have been pretty good with the said goblin. All right, so gonna get this. Gonna sack for the Caius. Yeah, and that's just I had it, so maybe this game wasn't as close as I remember. Let's see. So Mizuki, I'll trade with that. Not preferably, but it's fine. Uses normal summon. So I tried to attack with Caius here. Set Raikou, set Dust Shoot. Just gonna call back the Mizuki. I'm gonna Dust Shoot. Hit the Caius, I believe. Yeah, hit the Caius. The, so maybe this game wasn't even that close. But let's see. So I hit the Caius instead of the Diva. I'm trying to think if I should have hit the Diva, because what he's able to do is able to go Diva um, into another Diva, make Goyo take the Caius, and then he's able to go from into a level 8. I think he goes into Darken to pop the Raikou. Um, I I think when I'm looking at this hand of mine, um, I was shitting my pants because I was like, if he makes Stardust, I lose. Um, I think Stardust would have 100% been the play instead of going into Darkened. Um, you deny me Mills, but um, you do lose to this Torrential, and like I think just Stardust in general is just a better card in this kind of simplified state, especially because it's gonna negate the Raikou pop as well. Although I'm guessing he is also thinking about trying to turn the dad on, um, potentially. So let's just let this play go out. So yeah, he's good. Diva into Diva, make a Goyo. Goyo take my Caius. Yeah, and then like I said, if he would have gone into Stardust here, I would have been, I think, in a very bad spot. But he goes in Dark End. Uh, and I just kind of draw everything I need. Here, he can Dark End, sure. He doesn't summon anything. Keeps it in, um, keeps Goyo in defense. Um, yeah, I guess so. Hmm. Set return. Top deck, Arma, perfect top deck. So Arma, Torrential the field, um, and then just go in for game. Because I have Return and Burial, so like, it does not matter what this card is. I'll Burial, yeah. I could have like swung over this bunch of different ways, like that the Burial could have stopped the game, but yeah, definitely think if he would have gone into Stardust, I don't know if I could have won that. I might have still been able to. I don't know what his next draw was, but that's at least what I'm thinking. This does get a dad live or dad more easily live. Turn. Yeah, I feel like just Goyo Stardust is such a mean ass combo. That besides a brain, it's really hard for value to get over. So that is round 5. Uh, this is the kind of the results right here, and then at the end of round 5, we got the leaderboard right here. Hey, Kevin, Ian, uh, and then Alex Mitch, Kevin, and then Alex and Dirt and Jaren. So that is the round 5